Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video. Yeah, please get the video to at least 500 likes and also subscribe to the channel trackies. Alright, so trackies, for this particular video, I'm very excited to talk about this particular athlete. Actually, I've been talking about him since, I've become aware of him in the senior ranks, trackies, and I've been very excited every time I see him. Now, just a disclaimer before I get into my opinion on this particular athlete, trackies. When I'm talking about one athlete, this is this particular athlete. It has nothing to do with what I think about any other athlete. So don't come into my comment section talking about, oh, what about this person? And oh, what about that person? This is this athlete. I'm talking about this particular athlete. All right. Now that we've got that clear, track is Rasheed Broadbell. Yay! I think that 2024, no, I believe, yes, this is the word I'm going to use. Believe that 2024 will be his year. Tracky, so I'm putting that out in the atmosphere, letting the world know that it will be Rasheed Broadbell's year in 2024. Now, as I've said, I've been always excited about Rasheed Broadbell since the moment he became a senior athlete and rose through the ranks rapidly to become one of Jamaica's finest sprint hurdlers. Now, Chakis, I became aware of him back in 2020. So weird. Because back then, when he burst onto the scene, I literally had to go back because I'm like, Rasheed Broadbell, St. Jago. And when did they again? Because clearly, I'm watching Champs. So I had to go back and dig through those Champs records. And I'm like, oh, see him there. But track is, y'all need to understand that Rasheed Broadbell versus the Rasheed Broadbell that turned up are two different somebody. Are two different somebody. All when me I look for Rasheed Broadbell age, me I say, no, sir. There's a whole, the development that he went through since leaving high school versus when he hit the scene as a senior in 2020 it was a different case. So yeah. But anyways, I said I've been really excited about him because one, he was so I don't want to use the word ragged because yeah, well anyway, let's use it since it's the one that came to mind, popped in my head. And then I thought to myself, you're so fast. 13.10 back in 2021. And I said to myself, Trek is the moment I saw him, I said, world record. I said, world record, right? That was my thought process when it came to Rasheed Broadbell. I know for a fact that in 2021, I was like, look here, this world record will be Rasheed Broadbell's world record. Now, unfortunately, shortly after that, he did pick up an injury. And, subsequent to that injury, of course, it put him out for the rest of the season. And then he shockingly switched camps because he was part of the MVP setup. And then he shockingly switched camps, spoke to the attention he was receiving since, picking up the injury. Or I think his father spoke to it, not him particularly. But anyway, they didn't really appreciate that. So, they switched camps and went to Elite Performance. And he's been at Elite Performance since then and has been progressing rapidly, as I've said. But just to go back to that 13.10 track is, that would be, so I said he's 23 right now. So that would be 2 years ago. Yeah. So yeah, that is a 21-year-old 13.10 second sprinter over the hurdles. Trackies, that was absolutely phenomenal. And I said to myself, whoa, world record. And as I said, technically over the hurdles, trackies, him never did it. There was so much to improve. And the mere fact that there was so much to improve and he could run so fast, I said, dang, what's going to happen when he actually fixes those things, trackies? You know what I mean? So fast forward into 2022, again, as I said, he picked up an injury. So he did come back towards the latter stages of the year in 2022. Came back for the Commonwealth Games, walked away with a gold medal there. So we're like, all right, we're back on track. Everything is looking good. Great. And also, I have to give Ronaldo Walker props. I've been able to see the progression technically from him over the years. So again, I think there's still a lot of room left for improvement, trackies, but still you have to take the gains when you get them. You know what I mean? So if you're seeing improvement, then that is definitely a plus, right, trackies? So yeah, heading into 2023, this was, I believe, a major year for him as well. Chucky's had major scalps underneath his belt, walked away with the win at the national championships. Chucky's heading into Budapest as the favorite because you don't know, say, him clip Grant Holloway wings multiple times. So everybody was like, yeah, a year turn now, my brother. Right, including myself. Like, I was very, very excited for him heading into Budapest. Unfortunately, Chucky's, it just wasn't his time, it wasn't his moment. And what I explained at the time, in my opinion, as him rushing the race, turned out to be exactly the case, because he did an interview after that, and he talked about what happened to him during the race, and it turned out to be exactly what I was saying, because y'all know I was live and I was watching it, and I'm like, you could see where he was rushing, and I was like, you know what, just calm down, just calm down, just be patient, just be patient. You know what I mean? So man's lack of concentration caused the fall. No, I think when he noticed the other guy was in front of him, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was a sudden increase in pace. Like, he was there running, and then he's like, he noticed the guy was still, pulling away, kinda, and he's like, what's happening here? And then he just suddenly, increased his pace, and I'm like, don't rush, don't push it, or don't panic. That was my thought process in my mind, but ah well, it's the water's already spilled.
Because as I said, I was trying to get back myself in the front position. So I think that's where I made the error. I didn't be patient about the hurdle that was coming to me. So I was rushing instead of just being patient and just getting there step by steps, So, I mean, that's what I analyzed something.
Clearly, his first time on the world stage, I believe the nerves got the better of him at that moment, and he was just rushing his phases, and as such, unfortunately fell. Yeah, fell in the first round and was literally out, shocking. You know. The whole of Jamaica, shocking us, you know what I mean? But Chucky, since then, you know what? This is why I love our athletes. Trust me. You see, when you see these athletes that come out that are mentally tough, that can go through something like this and bounce back, trackies, you have to give them their props, and of course you have to support them 100%. Now, of course, since then, trackies, I don't think he went back on the circuit post Budapest. Don't think he went to the circuit at all. I think he just decided to get his self back together and then come back fresh for 2024. But again, he has been, because again, I tell you, I watch our athletes. I watch the little hints that they drop on their social media pages, and he's been saying he wants this. He wants this, trackies. You know what I mean? So he's gonna make sure he doesn't mess it up this time around. And I'm like, I can feel you, because I felt it back in Budapest when he was falling. I could feel everything. It was like I was there. It was like it was me falling. It was so weird, right? So track is from 13.10 seconds in 2021 to 12.94 seconds in 2023 to win Jamaica's national title. Track is, I believe that this is Rasheed Broadbell's year. His year to be on the podium. His year to win a medal. His year to win even, at the Olympic Games. And track is also possibly his year, track is to even break the world record. I have been eyeing him, trackies, and I'm saying this is the time. We're putting it out in the atmosphere, trackies, positivity, trackies, and I'm like, it's Rasheed Broadbell's turn. It is his turn to do something absolutely special, absolutely phenomenal, absolutely jaw-dropping in 2024. Anyway, trackies, y'all sound off in the comment section now and let me know your thoughts. Rasheed Broadbell is coming. Do you love his drive? Do you love his tenacity? Do you see this athlete as the one that could possibly do something extremely special in the men's 110-meter hurdles come 2024, sorry, for Jamaica? Like the video, of course, and subscribe. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.